Elie Nation. The Plus TV.
Hello. We are proceeding with mice and banqueting management. Elie Nation lecture. Welcome. This is a part 3 where we are still understanding, or we are still trying to define what a mice is before we proceed to another banqueting. So we have seen what a meeting is and what incentive is. Today it's a convention or conference. So the conference, let's we try to understand conference center. Conference center is specialized in hospitality operations dedicated to facilitating and supporting conferences. A small to medium size meeting averaging between 20 and 15 people and over 100. That is a conference center. So, and the conference center was created to meet the growing demand specialized meeting. This a conference, it's a bigger than meeting. So in a conference, many hotels were fairly successful in a meeting these needs. More feels short the demands of conference and even its facilities that focus on specific requirements of conference rather than those at tourist travels. So this conference center usually offers a separate conference dining room. Usually the dining room offers buffet breakfasts and buffet lunch services. So this conference center has unique pricing system that allows a one-stop shopping approach, so and so on. So this conference center have had their impact on convention centers, really. So let's proceed with the meeting planners. So the meeting planners, it is divided into different parts, where we are going to try to see some meeting planners and how they works and how they do use to organize their meetings. One is corporate meeting planners. Uh, the corporate meeting planners are different from independent meeting planners and government meeting planners. So let's try to understand each other. So the corporate meeting planners are employed by a for-profit business or corporations, and their job so include but is not necessarily limited to planning meeting and conferences for the company. So these corporate meeting planners, they do organizes the meetings for different companies, but it is done for a profit because it's a profit business or corporation, and it is done for the businesses or for their jobs. That is what you call corporate meeting planners. So but is not necessarily limited to, as I've told you. So they range from a secretary who has been given the responsibilities to plan one meeting session for the boss to official corporate meeting planner whose sole responsibilities is planning, organizing, and implementing meeting and conference for employees. So manager and the owner at the corporation, and so on. So therefore, they often has titles other than meeting planners. Corporate planners are involved with a variety of different meeting type, such as management of meeting, training meeting, sales meeting, and seminars. Those are responsibilities of corporate meetings. So one is management of the meeting or management meetings. So the next one is training employees. These corporates, it plays a role of training a meeting and sales meeting. It helps in sales meeting to help it to be advertised so as to make it known to other people's, and even seminars and workshop. So that was what a corporate meeting planners does. So the next one is an independent meeting planners. There are another type of meeting planners who are called independent meeting. So there's independent meeting planners are entrepreneurs who specialize in planning meetings and conferences. So associations or corporations who do not have a full-time meeting planners may choose to contract with an independent meeting planners. So with the downsizing of corporations' budgets, this is an economic way to have meeting and conferences professionally planned. So as this independent meeting states, um, these are those peoples or organizations that made so as to help the organizations that doesn't has enough time to organize their meetings. So these are useful that helps to plan your meetings and help in budgeting and for organizing them and to help you to organize it well in a proper way because they are well skilled and well experienced. That's why this independent meeting helps those entrepreneurs or for those bosses who are not willing or who doesn't has enough time. So let come on the next, which is called independent meeting planners. These independent meeting planners, so, it is differ from corporate meeting. So, but in a independent meeting planner, you may also work in conjunction with a full-time corporate or associated planners. So the next is government meeting planner. So the government meeting planners, as the name is telling us, so it is based on government, are those who established by government. So the government meeting planners are meeting planners who works exclusively for the government. They work closer with the government. The function much as corporate meeting planners do and can be found in all segments and ranks of governments abroad. In India, the concept of meeting planners has not yet taken shape the way it has in the West. So that is government meeting planners that works closer with the government and it's usually set by governments. So let's jump on responsibilities of meeting planners. What does meeting planners helps and how they works. The one is called pre-meeting activities. There are some activities that taken or that considered before the meeting comes ahead. So one, in a pre-meeting, they plans a meeting agenda. So to plan a meeting agenda, it's this agenda it helps or it's a list of the activities that will be discussed or dealt within a meeting. In a pre-meeting activities, the meeting planner they helps you to organize the agenda. So the next one, it established the meeting objectives. Meeting objectives, what do you want to achieve, what your objective is, the meeting planners are useful. And even they helps in attendance, self meeting budget, select meeting site, select meeting facilities, and plan travel to and from the sites. And even they arrange ground transportation and organize audio-visual need. Those are some responsibilities of a meeting planner in pre-meeting activities. The next, when you are on the site, we need these meeting planners. planner, they helps in pre-event briefing, to give a briefing in advance of the meeting. Next one, it execute plan, troubleshooting, people management. They also helps in people management and troubleshooting um, during or on the site. So there are another responsibilities which is the last, which is called post meeting. So in a post meeting, they do place a lore or a roar. So one is debriefing, evaluation, thinking, shopping, and plan for the next year. These meeting planners, they helps you and even to plan for the next year or to plan for the next meeting, where it is supposed to be or to happen. They helps you to organize it. So there is another related activities like pre-conference tour planning, entertainment arrangement, shopping arrangement, post-conference tour planning. So this provides this post-conference tour planning. Uh, this is a list provides an overview of many responsibilities of meeting planners. As such, these responsibilities may vary due to the nature of the association, corporation, or a group the meeting or the planner is representing. So that are different responsibilities of making planners. So, but there's 10 personality characteristics associated with the successful meeting planners that you should know. So, in those personality characteristics, these are some of them. One, they're organized. Next, efficient. Third, responsiveness. Next, attentive. Following, intelligent. The next one, prompty, courageous, hardworking, friendly, hospitable. So those are different successful meeting planner should have. And even don't forget even a smartness, because you can plan a meeting where you are not good in a smartness. The smartness is different or is wide. Cause and even at time it comes in smartness that should know if you're a meeting planner or if you want to become a meeting planner. So we can forget also what we call a meeting technology. So the subject of technology as it pertains to meeting encompasses many different areas. So first, there is an issue of technology as it used to facilitate meeting. This meeting or this meeting technology is very important in a meeting because in our daily life in our daily meeting, we do use our technology. For instance, an installation of the audio visually and even projectors are very necessary that required during a meeting. That's why you should know or you should focus on technology of the meeting before you continue to organize your meeting or before you plan the meeting. And the second area that has seen the arrival of technology is for planners themselves, where such things as desktop publishing, fax machines, it is have been found or have founded their way. The third related to attendance themselves with business centers becoming more and more advances. So, as I've told you, be attention or pay attention about the technology because the meeting it likely or it is very necessary to have a technology so as to organize your meeting or to have your meeting in a good manner. So in a networking, technology is also being full utilized by the planners in relationship to their tasks, or they also use websites for marketing their services. So in meeting technology, the advertising, it comes ahead, or it is very necessary for marketing their services, or for marketing what the meeting will aims at, or the reason of that meeting. So all technologies had a profound impact on the meeting industry. Almost every aspect of this industry has been touched by technology. So thank you. That was what we call a conference, and why the conference should exist, and the reason of the conference. So thank you. Let's meet on another video, which is called Fair and Exhibition Management. So welcome again. Let's meet on the next video.
Elie Nation. The Plus TV.